Oh, I think we're rolling. Hi there, folks. My name is Glenn Kavanaugh, and most of you know me as your Medicare agent. I wanted to switch gears for a moment and take a look at something that's on the minds of a lot of folks, and I get asked this frequently as well. And so I figured I'd do a video on this, and it is on whole life insurance or final expense life insurance, also known as funeral or burial insurance. Basically, folks, a lot of the folks that I help want to be sure that when that time comes that they uh, pass on, that their family is not left with any burden, that they have everything taken care of. And naturally, just as I do with Medicare, I scour all the plans and I look for the ones with the absolute top benefits and the absolute lowest premiums. And that's what we try to help folks with. And so what I'd like to do is go over a company called Foresters, which is one of my favorite companies out there because they're just a group of good folks. And they've got some great benefits too, which I will explain. Full disclosure first, you do have to qualify for this plan. You do have to be healthy enough to get it. They will ask health questions that you need to pass, and I can include information to you on those questions. So search in the email, or if you don't see it, ask me, and I'll be sure that you qualify. Now, let's pull up some information here. First of all, Foresters is an excellent company financially. Their financial strength is A-rated, so they're excellent. They've got plenty in assets and a surplus as well. So this is a strong company, and they really reward folks, healthy folks that can qualify with some great benefits here. Let's take a look. So the first big benefit that you receive is that you have guaranteed coverage immediately. There is no waiting period. A lot of plans, they make you wait 2 years before you're qualified at all. But this plan gives you coverage from day one for the full amount. Unlike Gerber and that Mutual of Omaha plan or United of Omaha that you get in the mail, that's those are guaranteed issue plans, and those are taking in folks that have some pretty bad health conditions, and that's why there's a 2-year waiting period. But for this plan, when you qualify, you're covered immediately. The next big benefit you receive is that you have coverage for life, or up to age 121. Now, a lot of these plans, when you hit age 80, just like that, they take it away from you. AARP is a good example of that, their plan. I'm talking about a lot of companies that I represent, but it's different products that I represent for them. But for the life insurance, I'm not going to suggest that a senior take out a term plan. And that's what AARP's plan is. Their whole life plan is to have one as well, but it's not as competitive as Foresters because the rates are not guaranteed. And that was my next point that I wanted to bring up. The next big benefit of the plan is that They're guaranteed level premiums. So in other words, your rates are going to start out at the very lowest and they stay the lowest. They're not going to jump up on you at any time. As I mentioned, AARPs does not have a guaranteed premium. They could adjust the rates for everybody, in that rate class. So coverage from day one, never expires, guaranteed low premium, stays there. And what else am I missing? Let's see. A couple other things. You have access to the cash value, allows you to borrow if you ever needed to. I don't suggest you do this, and very rarely do folks need to do this to take out these plans, but it is a good safety net to know that if you ever need extra, if you ever come upon a hard time, whatever happens, you do have that nice safety net where you can use that money. It'll even cover your premiums down the road for this plan if you get in a bind, so it's neat. And then the last benefit that they have listed here is that it's a tax-free death benefit, which is probably my favorite benefit. Just makes it feel like you're kind of beating the system a little bit with whole life insurance when you're getting something tax-free and you're leaving more of an inheritance, and you don't have to worry about any of that estate nonsense. So it's a fantastic plan, and I'm going to jump right now over to the rates so you can get an idea of what it costs. Forster's rates, okay. For a male, age 64, 10 grand is 53. So this is the amount of coverage here, the thousands of dollars of coverage, and this is your monthly amount. So for 10 grand, it's $53, 15, and 20 grand, you're looking at up to $104. You can get higher and lower, but these are some common options people choose. And for a female, it's significantly less here with Foresters. So you're getting 10 grand at 41.32, and then 20 grand at 79.48. All right. Now, a couple other benefits about this plan that you need to know about as well is that once you join, you have access to lots of different things. Now, let's see what I can find out here. Foresters member benefits. This is considered a fraternal organization, and so they give you a lot of different things, a lot of benefits just for having a policy. You're considered a member. First nice benefit that they provide is scholarships. You can give your children and your grandchildren access to a scholarship, and this is a nice way for you. If you don't have the means to help out with college, this is a way for you for free to be able to do that. With your whole life policy, is give them access to that. Last I checked, there were thousands of kids that got approved for this, and the percentage was pretty high. So there's a really good chance that your grandkid can get help with a scholarship. They look at both grades. I think the grade GPA needs to be in the high 2.0s, and they also look at community service because they're really focused on that. Foresters is one of those companies that does a lot for the community. You may have heard of the Ronald McDonald charity or the Radiothon, the Children's Miracle Network. They're involved in those good types of things. Let's look at some other benefits here. Here's information on the scholarships, orphan scholarships, well-being benefits. Here's a couple other things that are really neat. Everyday money. This is you'll have access to an accredited counselor. So in other words, a financial advisor, somebody that can help you managing your debt and budgeting, and that's aware of programs to help you out. This next one here, Legal Link. Folks that I've helped love this. It's a really neat benefit where you can have access to basically to lawyers and legal advice for free, something that you would otherwise have to pay for. And there are people that need this service that don't know how to get it, and this is a really neat plan, this Legal Link. Got lots of information that I can send you on those benefits as well. Now, let's take a look, just take a gander here. Community and volunteer activities, like I mentioned, they're big on that. Okay, there's a couple of things that I didn't mention that are probably very important that I mentioned. Nice benefits. The first one is that you have access to a free will. So upon getting this plan, you have a free will. You don't have to worry about paying an attorney for this. But, that way, all the things, all the possessions, all the things that you love end up with the right people, that you love. So that's a neat thing there. People absolutely love that. Otherwise, they don't know if they can afford to go through the legal process of getting a will. Also, you get a free living will as well. And let's see if there's anything else that I left out here. These are just kind of more details on the financial counseling service they have. And again, the legal service here. So again, these are the benefits here, and these are the rates at age 64 for both male and female. Take advantage of this. This is something that, once you take care of this, now at age 64, you have the peace of mind that your loved ones are covered. There's not going to be any burden. And you have these other benefits so that when that time comes, you can be even more prepared for it. Did I forget anything else? I don't think I did. This last thing here, I didn't show you, but this is just something that comes with the plan once you're a member, and it just helps you get your things in order. You don't have to do this, but it's just something that helps you out. You can put down information and who gets notified of what. Again, it's not required, but that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Appreciate your time. Take care.